So, fight fans, I know that you guys are super duper stoked because we have two great people racing today. We've got the one and only, the Gengar himself that loves to dunk on humanity, smashes Pokeballs, and then spits on him saying that this is garbage. He is about to go and try to dunk, ghostDunk, on our resident master. No, not even master. He has transcended past master, people. The legendary master of the Mirror Shield. A man who literally has a Mirror Shield merchandise. He lives, eats, and breathes the Mirror Shield. Codename Mira for Mirror Shield. And that's the one and only homewrecker. I'm about to start this up. Here's my team working with me today. And on tracking, we have Pro Skills himself, one of the greatest Zelda classic runners that I know, and I fangirl every time I deal with the one and the only melee wizard on tracking. And as you can see in the screen, I've got the queen of Hera Basement Landia, the mistress of Misery Mire. You better start kissing that pinky finger if you want anything out of Hera Basement. And that is the one and only Royale. Royale, where you at?
Oh my goodness, Crystal, thank you for that wonderful intro. I am so excited for this race. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Me too.
Here
Because of the
we
fact,
go.
yes. So let's see what hot garbage I actually rolled.
Hey, it's not a
Within the
vanilla
flex.
west. We've got some red gyres right off the bat. You love to see it.
Oh, heck yeah. You gotta have the for alligators. And one thing that I kind of told Homewrecker, if Homewrecker runs from any of the for alligators, he has to mod Saws.
I mean, technically he should mod saws anyways, but it's
Yes.
true.
Yes. So he just found out that Rudo is Jumptown, so it is blocked by the trophy. And we have a 3 or 6 on Homewrecker's side, so you know he ain't dipping that with a Bagoo.
Nice early Bagu. It might, it might be only accessible from one side.
Yeah, yo. And Homewrecker about to find out that it's gonna be a little bit harder to get the best stab, down stab, and that other stab, up stab.
And ghostDunk got a hint towards the end of Rudo that Barba slithers with the magic jar, so it's nice to know you don't necessarily have to dig the item out of P6 unless you want every magic jar.
True. And it depends on if New Kasuto is the thing and what Grandma wants. And then we have a free Thunder in Saria. Oh dear. This might be a jetty for your Betty. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to feel about
Well,
this, chat.
let's just wait and see where the connectors are before we go down that path again, Krista.
When have you know me, I call everything a baby seed. And let's see how much Thunder is gonna cost right now. Oh, only 106. They got it.
I mean,
Piece
at
of
Magic 1, you kind of expect these things.
Royale chat's trying to start up again because they refuse to admit that down stab is the best stab. When you get that pogo stick action, makes Rebo easier. Don't call it a jet. Night shifter. Night. As many times as you've commentated with me, you already know that anything that gives extra life, then it's a baby seed. I'm the person who believes in Oko Zelda 2. So zero,
Pain,
we don't
the
need
pain.
popcorn.
So the runners kind of switching places with each other here. ghostDunk pulling that heart container out of Peabag Cave while homewrecker is getting his free thunder out of Saria.
Yes. And poor ghostDunk having a rough time, barely can get that extra little bit of EXP to go up to life 2. Yes, it was a candleless Oko triple with Cave Shuffle and Death Mountain was needed.
So Cave to Maze Island. Both runners are, and we have the other of 3 or 6. Both runners are going to check this out really quickly.
Yeah, ghostDunk checked it out and completely vacated. Oh, triple sorry. Yes, one hit, game over, yeah. Absolutely.
Yikes,
And
y'all are scary.
at least mine, I at least had 2 lives. Also, they are scavenging on Maze Island. I wonder what they're gonna get. I'm hoping for a blue jar. Just for fun. That way they can dust off all the anxiety and the nervousness and
Holmes
on
like,
homewreckers.
I'm going to check out the bridge to Death Mountain. Okay.
Now, I don't agree with Holmes' play on this. I would dig out the Maze Island items with the hope that I can find something really good, like a hammer or... Oh, keys are in the drop pool too. Let's go!
So that's nice. Okay, so ghostDunk just found the bridge to Maze Island there.
Yeah. Because, honestly...
So neither one of them, we didn't see any item drop downs on Maze Island. They both noped out before they found anything.
Yeah, and I think that from a survivability standpoint, I can understand why they would do that. But in the same point, you have nothing. You have no glove, no boots, no hammer, and you
True.
got Death Mountain staring you right in the face. And, I don't think that that's always a good idea to just...
Vanilla heart container cave. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either because Maze Island on low attack levels especially can be difficult, and those items were not like right there. So
That's true. And I can go with that. They have the raft on homewrecker's side, so
I mean, I just think when you're gonna commit, especially like Ghost did, to exploring almost all of it, you might as well commit to the whole thing at that point.
yeah, you just finish it up. Plus, who honestly, and chat can agree with me, wants to go into Death Mountain with 112, 212? You really don't want to do that. Homewrecker, you better pick up that child. That is Darunia's favorite son. There you go. And we have Ghost getting his raft. I just think if you've traversed X amount of Maze Island, you already know that it's going to be Palace 3 or 6, and there's 2 items up for grab. It could be garbage, it could be absolute hot garbage, but I would never want to tackle Death Mountain.
I mean, the thing is though, this early, even a pea bag is probably like the only real hot garbage is going to be if you get, a 1-up or a magic jar, like a blue or red jar.
Time. Yeah, that's what you gotta love. Blue jar time. And then you take, yes, it is a Caldera West.
It sure is. And we don't know whether it is a pass-through caldera or a caldera with just a palace that is going to segment off this west that will be accessible from a different place. So we'll see. Maybe homewrecker will give us a look, depending. Oh, ghostDunk is going to give us a look first. Hey,
We have
GP!
GP on deck. Well, the room name is Zany Great Palace. So, absolutely, 500 point P-bag. But Tutor, I rolled this. So, the likelihood of many 500
Okay, yeah,
points
so
P-bag.
yeah, this is the better caldera, but they can't get through without fairy. So,
No, they cannot.
all right, so let's think of what fun we could have here. Nochi thinks that he saw the raft tile on Maze Island. So wouldn't it be fun if we had to go to the east to get ferry somewhere before we could actually pass through that caldera?
That would be awesome. That would be really awesome. And our runners would be so upset.
I
And
think
it
our
would
runners
actually...
I think our runners would probably enjoy that. We might see some stabs of excitement.
Usually when it comes to seeds I make, those stabs are not of excitement. It means that when I go to play Phasmo with them later, I will be killed. And that's absolutely fine. I'm used to dying. But
Night
everybody...
Shifter feeling clearly a little bit evil after his seed last night. Fairy and Old Kasuto on other side of a volcano east. Now that's gross, and also I love it.
That's so rude. It is crystal approved. And Night is the one who calls me the queen of evil when I am just an innocent person who rolls fun seeds for everybody. Also, I need to put up a prediction so you guys can get your betties on. So, let's go ahead and put up one prediction today. Because usually...
Oof, those blue Lizalfos hitting hard. Wow.
Ooh, I'm telling... Yeah, the person who put up the previous prediction, Royale, forgot to close it and pay it out.
Oops.
And these people bet over 350,000 channel points.
Oh my goodness, that's quite the haul.
Yeah, you don't know who won. Let me try to do a solid and try to figure it out so that way they can get paid. Let's see.
Are there any items on Maze Island tonight? Like, what is going on here?
Angel and Jim. Wait, person's name is Jim? I don't know why I was thinking Jim Bob. I think I've been watching too much. Okay. Here we go. I think they were running Majora's Mask. Let's see.
Okay, let's see. ghostDunk is back up in the... Okay, here's our first item drop down. It is a P-bag. 500 point P-bag, so at least he'll be able to get that next attack level. Not terrible this early on in the game to get 500 point P-bags.
Okay. I'm just doing some tech stuff on my end, so please forgive me. Also, maybe I can see who's racing from here. Please, time, don't do this. Danjo versus Jim is what? Wind Waker. Who cares about that game? Okay.
Alright, ghostDunk finding the second item drop down here on Maze Island. Home is gonna have to get himself up north. Ghost taking a death in the child cave. I think it's either Tektite or Zora. Okay, early glove. That is a very nice find.
Absolutely. Okay, so Tanjo won by a whopping 40 seconds, 0.4 seconds at 138.02 and 138.47. Nice. That was a close race.
Okay, so this time I disagree with Home noping out of Maze Island. That's not a good decision when you've committed this much time to it at this point. I do like the up and A from ghostDunk out of there though, to get back to start.
Please ignore what just scrolled by. That was me trying to do a solid for those who kind of gambled. 334,000 channel points were at stake.
Alright, we've got Homewrecker headed into this palace and to an immediate Barba. So, wow. Hello. I was just gonna say, I hope he's in here for XP because he's got no glove or fairy, he's got no magic key, he's got no glove, so he really shouldn't be in the palace. But I mean, when you just go straight down to Barba, why not just fight him at attack 2? YOLO, right?
YOLO! But it's most likely gonna end with a game over, yeah! It's gonna do that, and Home is literally sinking too much time into this. Very bad to do against an experienced runner like ghostDunk. Because
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I hate the play to fight Barba here. I don't like the dip into the palace at this point. At all.
No, I'm sorry. There's no reason for him to be fighting Barba. Barba, ideally, you want to go in minimum attack 4 if he rolled weak, attack
Okay,
5.
I'm glad he's at least noping out of there. I really think he came in here just to get 101 XP and just happened to find that Barba. I really do. Thunder's still not castable on Magic 2. It did come down some. ghostDunk went for it a couple times, forgot he was still on Magic 1. Okay, so Home is going for that next attack level. ghostDunk here in Death Mountain. Night Shifter, you might want to cover your eyes. It might be too soon. Yeah, Tutor, attack 2 is pretty much always awful. Like, honestly, attacks 1 through 3 are really pretty bad. Attack 4 starts to get okay, and like at attack 5, the game becomes playable combat-wise, in my opinion. You know, I know there are a lot of really good top runners at this game who can, function fine on low attack levels, but just for comfort's sake, attack 5 is kind of like the minimum I would even consider going into GP on. Well, yeah, Trails, you're Trails, though. So, of course, you did attack 1 Rebo with no downstab in your last race. You probably thought it was fun. I would cry if I had to do that. Okay, 200 point P-Bags in the drop pool. I don't know if that was a small drop or I think it was a small enemy drop.
Okay, after clearing out all the administrative stuff, I can get back to commentating. And it looks like Trails is trying to flex on us again. And then Mariah's talking about it.
We all know he's Trails. We all know that he's Mariah, yeah.
A guru and a mad lad. We know this. Yeah, he's just flexing on us, man. And Mariah's out here saying facts on the randomizer attack values. But I do believe that Home tried.
I'm starting to wonder if he really wants this magic container. Okay, so there's our raft tile at Death Mountain. I don't remember seeing one on Maze Island.
He didn't get the hint, Royale.
Yeah, he
Ghost
did.
did.
Oh,
He
did Home
got the
not?
hint and he's
He
still
did.
dipping.
Yeah, he did get the hint.
Did it, and it's a magic container with Barba. Oh dear.
I mean,
I
he
guess
either has forgotten the hint already or he really wants this magic container. And, I mean, maybe he wants it to cast Thunder. I'm not sure. I know he got another magic level.
that's
Okay,
what I was
so...
gonna say. You know, to play devil's advocate or corn advocate. Corn advocate says that homewrecker initially was hoping to get the extra magic container so that way it makes casting thunder a little bit easier once the magic level increases, and then well, realize that Palace 6 is no fun. And we have a free fairy. You see this?
So, yeah, that free ferry that ghostDunk has found by taking the raft tile from Death Mountain back to the west.
Yikes. It's free. I guess you could be happy for that.
This is a fun seed.
Yes.
Raft on grass tile to take the bridge to Death Mountain, to take the raft back to the west, to get ferry to go through the caldera. I love it. I love everything about this. Yeah, the connector cave could be in Death Mountain to the east. It could be in the west, the portion that we haven't seen yet through the caldera. So Homewrecker's making his way to Death Mountain now.
Was a 500-point P bag as Tudor was hoping and praying for.
Oh
You
no, he's
know,
not on Death Mountain. He's in Maze. Finally, getting these items after this like triple dip into Maze Island.
so
All right.
whopping one up.
So ghostDunk has the advantage on life levels. Homewrecker has the advantage on levels overall, but ghostDunk has had this glove for a while, although he hasn't really been able to capitalize on it, and I think Homewrecker's going to find his pretty soon.
Yeah.
ghostDunk has been to that other, he's found his way to that other section of the west, though, and has managed to pick up Fairy, which is pretty huge. And the hammer. Okay, there's the glove for Homewrecker, and I can't imagine that this feels too good right now for him, knowing that this is his third time in here, and he kind of sunk a lot of time into that Maze Island, but, he doesn't know that he's not really super far behind. And here's a Palace 5.
It's house. Pleasant. Nice, comfortable accommodations with a group that's always welcoming people. So wonderful, of a place to visit. You go there and you stay for the friends that you make in P5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Guma probably has a really good cook. I feel like he looks well nourished. I'm sure they eat really well in there.
Bill is flexing on us again. No, Homewrecker I think was attack 2 at least, not copping attack 1. Also, noping out. Absolutely. Absolutely. You need attack. And me, with my skill level, man, attack 5. Minimum for Barba. Even if I have to grind it out.
Yeah, I'd
And
say like
another
attack 3 is my minimum, but I'll only risk attack 3 Barba if I have jump as well. I'm not so good at the jumpless Barba.
something about Attack 3? Me and Attack 3 have a hate-hate
Well, it's
relationship.
bad. I mean, that's the thing about Attack 3 is it's just bad.
Yeah, it's trasharoo. And you really don't want that to happen. Okay. And we do have a cave boulder blocked cave. Wonder what the hammer will give us in that surprise. Attack 2 Barba? Was it a tanky Barba? Because if it was tanky, that should have taken you a wee bit longer than 5 minutes. It was a tanky Barba and you did it in 5 minutes? Good for you! Awesome. 24 hits. Royale, could you stand to do 24 hits just to take off one bar from Barba?
Yeah, I would get annoyed with that probably.
Heck yeah.
I was wondering about that melee if there was another way into there, or if it was, you know, we have to take this pass through and then break the boulder.
I'm just staring in wonder.
Yeah, Home working his way through Death Mountain here. He hasn't found Hammer Cave, and I don't think he's made it far north enough to see that raft tile either.
No, not at all.
This might be the play that gets him north, though, here.
That's if he can survive it. Because everything is hurting, and they're hurting hard. You know, it's not just any old little love tap. And here we go, raft tile action. Maybe. No. Ooh. We have a dive into Gooma's house by ghostDunk. And the welcoming party did greet appropriately. They gave lots of hugs and even tossed a couple of bro stuff for him.
Yeah, it's the welcome wagon here.
Yeah,
you know, look at this guy's so excited. He's jumping up and down.
I love it. I love it. You know, go right ahead and no, ghostDunk. Why are you vacating?
Can he not cast fairy on Magic 1? I did not see how much fairy costs on Magic 1.
I think right now
that's the risk
he
you run.
He can't get nothing.
Yeah, and that's the risk that you run with magic levels, like keeping your magic levels low. So at 4, at Magic 4, fairy is still 51. 71, yeah.
71.
Just out of range for what he's got.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, on homewrecker's side, we do see the fairy pickup.
Okay, so Home's going to be able to get through Jump Cave because he can cast fairy.
Yes.
So let's see if he shows us what's chilling down in Mito. He'll also be able to pick up Downstab, which, you know, I am Switzerland on this matter, but some say Downstab is the best stab.
Ooh. Yes, right next to you. Downstabbing is the best stabbing. Even though some people say, let's go ahead and... Oh, here we go. Attack 4 Barba on ghostDunk's side.
This should go a little better for ghostDunk than it went for Home. Let's see. I mean, or not. Or Attack 4 is also garbage.
Yeah, I think it was about 10, maybe 11 strikes to get that first bar off. So... And homewrecker getting his hammer. Kit, if you know how to use down stab correctly and you hop on the enemy heads, oh no. Royale, did you see that
Yeah,
death?
that bop there. ghostDunk
Mm-hmm.
getting bopped right into the lava, taking the lava bath.
Yep,
Barbara
so
Streisand strikes again.
so get your lava bar soap. All right, so the River Devil's best friend is in the east.
Oh, and
And
again,
Ghost
that timing was just a little bit off.
ghostDunk is committed to this. And into the drink again.
Yeah, and he says 3 times in a row is enough. And I don't blame him. Like, the health was coming off a lot faster after you get that first bar gone, but if he's off on the timing and can't, maintain that rhythm, then I don't blame him for coming back later when it'll take far fewer hits on like attack 5 or 6.
Our fairy costing quite a bit. A good 75% of those 4 magic containers at Magic 4.
Oh yeah, it's still 51. It's expensive at Magic 4.
And you did it all for that one up. Whoop whoop.
I'm sure homewrecker was happy to go west to find the Link doll there.
I think homewrecker would have been happier if it was a mirror shield or a
Well, I
corn
mean,
cob.
that would have made him the happiest.
Yes, mirror shield with the corn emblem on it. I think that would work wonders. And
Alright, Ghost's gonna
yes,
dip into Palace 3 here.
nope.
Still can't cast Fairy, so he's gonna see that key or the door and be gone from Palace 3. Alright, so ghostDunk has run into this problem where even though he's got everything he needs to start dipping palaces, he doesn't have the ability to cast Fairy.
Yep, so lock doors unless a key drops. Going back to fight Barba.
Home needs a
Oh
magic trap
man.
here, otherwise he's okay. He was gonna be dead anyways, so that's fine. Oh, hopefully he doesn't game over in here though.
No, because that would be very, very unfortunate. And Ghost is about 1/4 of the way to Tiltville. And we had a game over on home side. Your worst fear came true, Royale.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a hard cave for him with that red Dyra in the dark. And that boulder is blocking his way to downstab and Mito. There's no other way around it. He just has to get through this cave. Like, he's got to get through Jump Cave to get it.
Yep, gotta duke through it, and you can do it. Yeah, Nutchy, but the problem is he can only cast once. And if there's a lot of enemies in the vicinity, then it gets real frustrating real quick.
If he can make it through Jump Cave all the way to that red Dyra with all his lives, he could cast Fairy and try and bop himself through the Dyra without dying, and then take a tactical death in the next room because there's always 3 enemies in there.
Yeah.
But he's gonna have to make it through, all of this, and then the first part of Jump Cave without dying.
Yeah, the Feraligators are being rude. Looked like there was an invisible Moa up top because Home did take a bonk. And ghostDunk finally looks like he's in a position to get some revenge.
Okay, yeah,
Does take out
I
the
wasn't
weapon
saying
there.
anything because I didn't want to comms curse him, but
Oh,
yeah,
but
he
there
does
is
finally
a
take
Tom's
down
curse.
Barba.
Oh, he can cast fairy now. It's on Magic 3. Oh, thank goodness. Because wouldn't that have been absolutely awful not to be able to cast fairy and have no
Yeah, and
way to get over?
I didn't ever see it from home on Magic 3, just on Magic 4. So, okay, and he is gonna go for this fairy through the enemies. Oh, so there's an okay. So he was only on the first screen.
Yeah, there's still a ways to go. But there is hope provided that he does not lose a substantial amount of life, that he can hit the next threshold for leveling up, because that should be, I believe, life 5. Because I can't
Oh, he's
imagine
down to
magic
his last
attack
life in
4.
here again. That's sad.
Oh, come on home. Well, Kit, unfortunately,
I mean, if he can get
um,
out of here and then not take too many hits in this room.
I don't think he's been in that room. Woo!
That's close, but
Yeah, just barely. You. All right. And now we are in
what a
Mito, which is
gross place
Shield.
for a town. Just a gross place for a town. I would be
Imagine.
shocked if I mean, I would be actually shocked if we see anyone pick up Shield and come back for it. Just
They're
to get the
not. They're not.
medicine.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. Absolutely not. What they're going to do is they are going to take down stab and get out of dodge. Say the medicine bottle, I'm sorry, I'm buying my medicine today from Walmart. I'm getting that Equate brand. I'm not having it. We're good. We're straight. Nope. It's breaking my heart that it's so out of the way, because that's supposed to be where Darunia is.
Yeah, I
So
agree. Melee and Knight, it will be smart to check the hint here, and that way if we've got medicine hiding in a palace, we don't have to go dig it out. Go east, so.
it's in the east. Kit, I've already prepared myself for Animus. Animus, don't make me time you out for that heresy talk. Kit, do not wish that god awful color on the comm team and to poor Melee, who is doing tracker duty. No, Melee is awesome. Melee is great. We do not want to hurt Melee. As for you upstab invaders, downstab is still the best stab. As ghostDunk wishes he had downstab right now, as this Feraligator was putting a chopping on him.
Life 5 is significantly better than Life 4, though. So.
Yeah, but everything hurts. It hurts.
Well, and
It's
there's
like,
another red. Yeah, so he's dead here, but okay, he still has a life. He should make it through this cave.
should and do are two different things. I'm gonna hold judgment until after we get out of this shenaniganry. There we go. Just a little bit more, and then we will be seeing some neutral stab. Yes, the regular stab is much better than upstab. And now we are going to get downstab for ghostDunk. Meanwhile, homewrecker is trying to wreck some Palace 3s.
Yeah, I think homewrecker really is not super comfortable with doing Rebanak without downstab. So
Blame him though, Royale.
no,
Because
I mean it's not a fun fight, really. There are runners that make it look really easy, but if it's not something that you've practiced a bunch, it can be challenging.
yeah. Now we have the best stab on ghostDunk's side. And on homewrecker's side, caught a boot to the face. Animus!
Oh,
Stop
attack 3.
promoting violence.
Attack 3 is so bad. It's so bad.
It is. Attack 3 is garbage. Attack 3 is like getting a Commodore 64 when you wanted an Atari.
Quick repo, though. Home wants the item. He's on an item hunt.
Should also try to pick up that key at some point, but not really necessary at the moment. No, Animus. Attack 4 is just as much trasharoo as Attack 3. Which is showing, and the drops are giving nothing, so Home was hoping to farm something.
Okay, well, here's the item room, so...
Yep, let's see what we're gonna get.
Out of his way. What did he not go too far out of his way for? Let's find out.
Yeah, provided, the enemies let him. Okay. You know what? In this circumstance, Royale, I'm gonna like that he got the magic container, because he was low on magic, and it's very much needed in the fact that you need to be able, at some point, to cast Thunder. So I'm okay with that. Now, we get to see Home wreck some Rebo. Or get wrecked. I don't know which one yet. But
the horsey, Rebo's horsey here he's a little sick, so we'll see.
But
if Rebo just stays in the corner and doesn't move and
this should go quickly.
Okay.
No, come on.
Okay, there we go. And he even gets the swag Rebo with the knife back. I'll give him extra points for that.
Also, they're in the same dungeon right now, Royale, and look at the color difference. We have Homewrecker with the better color, that nice, darkish lilac, and then you got plain old blue on ghostDunk's side.
I mean, some might call the ghostDunk color bootleg purple.
Oh no, not that bootleg indigo. No, we do not acknowledge that color. It is bootleg.
I know that Homewrecker plays on a NES Classic console. I'm not sure what ghostDunk plays on, but whether you're on emulator or console, and then how you are capturing, like your capture configurations do make a difference in the color palette and how they render.
Yeah, but if you really want to destroy your eyeballs, watch it in J-Coper vision, and then I guarantee you those colors, you will be praying for the two colors we see right now. And no, Daklar, no, we do not need that. Even though I've taken some preemptive Tylenol.
Okay, so ghostDunk plays on original hardware, so yeah, that would explain the difference, because the NES Classic is, basically an emulator inside there, or like a Raspberry Pi. It's not original hardware.
I still have my old NES with the old cartridges too. The gold Zelda 1 cartridge, the gold Zelda 2 cartridge. Oh boy. When people mention console, it brings me back to the good old days. And Homewrecker's coming in
He really, really wants this magic container out of here. Like, he knows where Barba is, and he is, like, on a hunt for this magic container, which, I mean, we all know Home has strong opinions about Granny and her basement. So...
That's because the only basement homewrecker loves is Hera basement.
As it should be.
Especially if you get a Hera basement mirror shield. Also, Knight. Raspberry Pi, I'm sorry to say it, I'm going to take a hot take on it, but I would rather have any other pie but Raspberry Pi.
Oh no, I mean, I love Raspberry Pis, and I think they're useful for all kinds of things, but, it just explains the difference in color palettes.
You can use it to scrub someone you don't like's table with it, but no. What do you mean there's no such thing as a bad pie? No, there is things called bad pie. I'm dead to you.
Okay, Nochi, we've got right now ghostDunk in Palace 3 and homewreckers in Palace 6.
Yeah, they were doing the flip before, and
we have seen Palace 5, but I think ghostDunk was in there for a little bit and noped out.
Yo, who said sweet potato pie is garbage? Oh my goodness. The South is declaring war on you. You must be one of those Yankees. No. No, no, no. And we have finally homewrecker taking that 500-point P bag. No. Strawberry rhubarb pie? Nope. Strawberry yogurt. And strawberry soda, but not in pie. Nope. As Trails, people are claiming pie supremacy, while our poor runners get beat up in these palaces. But I guess you should always sweet potato pie. If you like pumpkin pie over sweet potato pie, you're disowned. You're disowned.
Oh wow, Fairy has dropped to 23 on Magic 5. That is extremely affordable.
Home.
What yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure what the...
Can chat write the words?
Oh, okay.
Home, please.
He, I think, wanted the magic refill in case there were flying things in this room that were going to bop him.
We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, or are we just going to put home, please?
I mean, we can do both.
Yeah, because this is a home, please. Because you don't want to go onto your last life with what you have. Home, don't you dare!
Oh,
home!
That was a nice save. Okay, ghostDunk has found Rebo, and is not going to go for the cheese.
Animus, you're disowned. Downstab had nothing to do with evaporating blocks. And ghostDunk taking a death to Rebo.
Yeah, by the time he got Rebo off the horse, he only had like 2.5 bars of life left, so this should go better for him, coming in on full health. And also getting the corner cheese.
Royale, look at Saz in chat and who he bet on. Home is not gonna mod him now.
I mean, Home doesn't, like, what Home doesn't know doesn't hurt him. It's fine.
All he has to do is look at the video on demand. And then the mod Saz is going to catch some flack. But remind me to play that in the in his chat. Here we go. Homewrecker getting that 100-point P bag, working hard. Oh no. Royale,
He's gonna try and get just the. You did a good job isolating that red iron knuckle. That was a little terrifying.
Yes, get your
Okay,
attack woman.
finally attack 4. Oh my goodness.
And ghostDunk is frustrated. Do you see that
Well,
right now,
yeah, I
Roya?
mean, I agree with the frustration. It's, it's no fun to go digging through Death Mountain and then you just wind up at the cave spits you out into a dead end. Like that's rude.
It wasn't spitting him out to a dead end, Royale. What it was doing, it was giving him a lakeside view.
I
So
mean,
that
that's
way
true.
he
That is
can.
waterfront property. That is true. He could have built himself a nice cabin.
Exactly. All right. So now we have homewrecker not at attack 2, but double. So got attack 4, Barba. Let's go.
He spent a lot
And
of time in this Palace 6 and never did find that magic container. I don't know how I feel about that. Might come back to bite him later.
who? ghostDunk?
No,
Or
homewrecker. He's been digging around in Palace 6 for quite a while.
I
Never
thought he
did
did
find the
get it.
magic. They both found the magic container in Palace 3. But
Oh,
he did level up attack, but he sunk a lot of time into this palace when he knew where Barba was.
this is animus. How could you think anything I roll is rude? Come on now. I give Bluebird of Happiness seeds. And
No, we haven't found the East, and right now we don't know if it's in a cave somewhere in the west that we haven't seen, or if both connector caves to the east are in Death Mountain, or like we don't know.
okay. Oh,
Oh no,
home,
homewrecker, sad,
home.
big sad. He was doing very well and just got
See,
himself bopped.
if he had some red pajamas and the mirror shield, he could have slid on the mirror shield to save him.
That's true, like Legolas style.
Yeah, lava surfing. I mean, who wouldn't want to go lava surfing? You get a free tan. Also, who's lying, chat? What are you talking about? I don't lie. My seeds are fun and easy seeds.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a lie because I'm sure someone thinks that they're both fun and easy.
That sounds a bit backhanded, as in your seeds are not easy.
I don't. I mean, I've never played one, so I cannot I cannot speak on this issue.
Nochi. Nochi. I will give you the easy seed I made. No one's saying, oh my
I
gosh.
mean, we saw how much fun Homewrecker had playing your Zelda 2 randomizer seed for his marathon stream.
Ms. Royale, I'll show you the DM where Home asked for a challenging seed from me. He actually requested that.
That
But I didn't give him the full on. I gave him diet. Low cal crystal seed. And what do you mean? No, Nochi, he did. And look at Home. Come on, Home, you can do it. Also, Ghost is just dunking on these enemies with the bouncy strats. Take it easy, Home.
Yeah, it makes those Death Mountain rooms. Oh, good. Home actually got his Barbara Streisand down. So that's what,
Yeah.
5 Barba 5 tonight. 5
5
and
to
5 and 2.
No, nobody went to Spectacle Rock.
No, the Canyon Death Mountain can be challenging to navigate, especially without boots. Because a lot of
Did he
these
hit
caves
Spec Rock?
is
Did ghostDunk hit Spec Rock?
oh, he might have found his way over there. He might have found his way over there. That might be where Candle is. He hasn't been anywhere else, so
Yeah, because he was dipping hard in Death Mountain, but the real reason why he was dipping in Death Mountain, everybody knows it, is for the free t-shirt. And Melee, you're probably right in that he did get it from Spec Rock. I just didn't see any boink boink action, so that's why I
yeah,
didn't know.
the free t-shirt and the possibility of where's my connector cave to the east, please, game.
Well, the interesting part is that both runners are just completely having a ball in Death Mountain.
Well, and why
Cheeseburger
wouldn't they
Party,
be?
thank you. It was in Spec Rock. Thank you, Cheeseburger. You're awesome. But this is just a very confusing Death Mountain Royale.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Canyon Death Mountain myself, especially without boots. It seems like you end up, doing a lot of backtracking, possibly, looping around, especially in these four ways.
Night. You can DM me. I'm a therapist. I can help you with coping mechanisms. I promise. Also, Ghost using pogo stick action to get rid of that Feraligatr. Like, get out of my stank house. And this Death Mountain is just... I never thought I'd say this. Me being a fan of nerfed boots, this might be a boot kind of DM.
It would definitely make it easier. Because some of these caves, you think, especially going across the water, you don't know where you're going to come out on that other side of the water. And sometimes you think you're going to be in one spot and you are not there at all.
Yeah. DM where dreams come to die.
Yeah,
No!
sometimes I think that is sometimes unfortunately accurate.
Animus, could you say that, Death Mountain, Hyrule's favorite travel destination, where you come for the caves like Spiral Cave, Spike Cave, you come for Spec Rock, you come for Hammer Cave. These are all beautiful, serene areas within Death Mountain. How could you think such a thing? Night, in your case, you decided to, instead of Airbnb-ing for a short time, you Airbnb'd, for a month. So you had a little bit of a longer stay than normal. And Darunia's favorite child gets reflect.
Oh, ghostDunk found the east, and homewrecker found Hammer Cave. Okay, Animus, try and control yourself now. We have upstab incoming, but
Yeah, Animus, before I put you in the gulag. And a seed is good when we're Daclor. Welcome to Pan World. Population of you. Oh, look at that. We got the magic container now on homewrecker's side.
not a terrible find when you only have 5, but I mean, I am guessing he was probably hoping for boots there.
Yeah, anything to help out with that god awful, layout for GP with all the confusing. But home does need to really find the East, turn in Darunia's favorite child and Animus's favorite child.
Yeah, I wonder if Home, he's got to realize by now that this is his best bet for connecting to the East.
Yeah. What, Knight? The child is the best. He's not lazy kid, though. No, Animus, no. Animus, please. Child is best child.
Oh, look at that fun map right there. It looks like you can walk from the graveyard into the swamp, but it's actually boots blocked. At least from that side.
I know. So rude.
And
So
ghostDunk did
rude.
pick up another magic container off the desert tile there in the east, so
We're
I
6
think,
up on both.
yeah, and I think now that we know there's one in P6 still, so that I think is 8, all 8 that we've seen between both runners. Because Home pulled that one out of Hammer Cave.
It doesn't need refreshing. Let me see. Blink twice if you need help, Ghost. So I know that I don't have to recrop. Okay.
Alright, and Home has found the connector. He'll be happy
Yay!
that he didn't abandon the child.
Yeah, unlike Animus, who would just have to go without reflect because he's, hates the poor little Darunia's favorite son. And Home is getting the stab he wished he had against Barba. Which, gives you a couple of chin hits. Knight? No, Daclor. No. Not in my house.
Animus will use the mirror shield instead of reflect. Yes, petition to get Link to the Past items placeable in Zelda 2.
If you Animus, calm down now before I douse you with a bucket of cold water. You have, this is just a monster DM. But you know what Death Mountain needs, Royale?
What does Death Mountain need?
Death Mountain needs to be larger with more caves.
Said no one ever. Except you.
I think it would be great. It gives you more mountain to love. Makes the t-shirt even more impactful. And also, for those of you who are viewing, happy 1 hour. You have been with the Chaos Bringer, I guess is what y'all call me, with the greatest leader of Hera Basement that has ever existed, the one and the only Royale with Cheese. On tracking, we do have the man, the myth, the legend, one YouTuber I fangirl over, especially when he's playing Zelda Classic. We have Melee Wizard on tracking. And our 2 runners are having a bit of a problem because this is just a great map, a great overworld map.
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna have to assume that homewrecker has forgotten that the magic container is in P6. I'm not sure why he thinks he needs 8 magic containers.
Thunder abuse.
Yeah,
Homewrecker, Homewrecker always wanted to be, Lion-O. But because he's a corn cob, he'd be Corno. And this would allow him to invoke the, thunder, thunder, thunder. And, he could just say instead of Thundercats, he would just go Thundercorn. And I believe this is his logic for going in here. That, or I just have one heck of a sense of imagination.
Okay, so ghostDunk can cast Fairy now, so he's gonna come back into Palace 5. And let's see. Let's see what we've got. Let's see if Palace 5 gonna Palace 5 the heck out of ghostDunk today.
Well, it is Gooma's house. And you know, when you come into Gooma's house, you know you gotta stay there for a bit. It's the bros' house. And how could you not want to hang out with the bros of P5? The friendliest set of people on the planet.
Ooh. The downstab on these breakable blocks can be so dangerous. Okay, homewrecker finally finding this item.
It despawned, which means that it was either a pee bag or something
Oh,
inconsequential.
it was a magic jar. He picked it up.
Oh, he did?
He did. He just turned into a fairy, so he was really fast. But I'm not sure that is what he thought it was going to be. I think maybe he forgot about that hint. Is this a loop? Did ghostDunk just find a loop?
ghostDunk's not really, but
No, it's not. It's a copy of the same. It's a duplicate room.
yeah. See, I was paying attention to. That's a loop.
No, this is the item room for ghostDunk.
That's the item room.
Yep, boots in P5. Okay. So now I'm wondering if the second connector cave is boots block somewhere in Death Mountain.
Has to be if the boots are in P5. It just has to be, because that's what that icky thing called logic tells you. Even though...
Oh, this is a big pickup for ghostDunk. I think homewrecker's probably going to be headed in right behind him, though. He doesn't really have anywhere else to go.
I'm trying to figure out what homewrecker's trying to do. Is he trying to get back to P5? This is Fairy.
He's
but...
definitely, I think I think he realized he needs to go to the other side of the caldera. ghostDunk just came really, really close to bopping himself into the lava, and he kind of used that Iron Knuckles head there to get him by. Like, that was, I don't even think he planned that, but that was nice.
Yeah, that was. Only problem is Ghost is about to take a death as he was living on the edge, literally. And these enemies are just spanking him. Phew! That's
It's difficult when you get them right up against that edge like that, and you kind of have to smack them in the face to get them to move back. Like, it's just, can be difficult to get out of that without taking hits.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you have on homewrecker's side, you know, homewrecker has now entered P5 as well. So...
Alright, ghostDunk has the exploration advantage. He's already picked up the item.
Yeah, definitely.
But homewrecker's not too far behind here, so let's see how he routes this Palace 5.
Yeah, it comes down to, you know, God tier routing. Because if... hitting the dead end. I was going...
Yeah, and I think this is a double dead end. When these breakable blocks are here, this is usually a fairy in this room.
Yeah.
So that's good knowledge for him. He knows, you know, that juncture up the elevator is nothing.
This is just rude on ghostDunk's side.
Yeah, all the projectiles plus, you know, the flying raw heads.
Oh, and a death.
That's just a gross through.
We'll be getting his boots in a little bit. And there's the beauty of the complicated windows. Oh, I don't care what people say about that being stained glass. It will always be complicated windows in my heart. And we have... Ghost putting a hurting. Only to... You can cast... Oh, he has the key.
Alright, here's home in the item room. Oh no, ghostDunk bots. Those bots, man, are just, they are so deadly. Okay, homewrecker has the boots. Off to find the Goomba.
Taking a
Gotta
death,
take a
unintentional.
death. Yeah, take a death to the red iron knuckle really quick.
You know, I don't even think that that was a tactical death. I think he was hoping to get out of there on that particular life.
No, I agree. I think that was probably just bad timing.
Yeah. And, you know, he was hoping, let me just escape out of here because I know I have to take a tactical death at some point. But I'm going to see how far I can get because you don't know how much more, you know, Palace 5 there is. And everything in here hurts. So you want to make your spawn point as far as possible. And we have the fairy cast by dual fairy action. Just great all around.
Yeah, we've got some divergence here.
Wait,
That room.
wait a second.
Those rooms are really interesting and fine when you don't have keys that you're saving for something. But sometimes you walk in that room and if you don't have keys, you can glide right through that lock. But if you have a key, it'll use the key, and it can be big sag if you were not planning on using a key.
Yeah, and here we go with the use of thunder. We're gonna try it. Even at Magic 5, it takes quite a bit out.
Yeah, and
And
Homewrecker's got all 8 magic containers too, so that is quite a bit.
yeah. And you know where that's going to make the biggest difference, Royale? GP.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Okay.
here we go. We got Attack 5 versus the bro himself, the greatest boss character in the Zelda franchise, the one and only person who gives you a flail to the tail, a chain full of pain, and a mace to the face.
That's a game
And that,
over. That's a game over,
oh
ghostDunk. No.
no, game over,
Homewrecker
yeah.
farming. Home's back in this terrible room, farming for magic, I believe. Also, he's gonna, if he's smart, he'll take this attack level here.
Yeah, because Attack 4 is like, well, let's put it this way. It's like being out in a Florida sun shower with no umbrella. It's just bad all around. So you get rid of it as soon as possible. And let's see if Homewrecker has any better luck once we do see. Now, if he had the jump spell, he probably would have gotten that key that was on top of the top block.
Yeah, I mean, you can get that key without needing jump if you have upstab. If you just keep that, you keep, maybe 1 or 2 blocks, and you can upstab it all the way up and make it drop down. I'm not sure that he knows that, but it is possible.
That's a question I'd like to ask. And look at that. Lucked out and got that red jar. Doesn't need to take a tactical death now, which is very good news for Homewrecker. Also, Luna, no. Florida sun showers, they may look cute on paper and in photos, but it's a big, gigantic wall. You could be on one side of the street and it's perfectly sunny, and right across the street, literally a couple of feet away, it is downpouring. You see this big wall of rain. It is no fun at all. And at this rate, Homewrecker will hit Guma first, obviously, because that is the correct direction.
Yep, here we go. I'm not sure how many lives he has left. Oh no, ghostDunk getting bopped into the lava by the bubble.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah,
those sun
it used to
showers,
do
yeah.
that sun shower thing when I lived in Las Vegas too. I mean, I'm sure it probably still does. I just don't live there to see it anymore.
I live
Where
in
it would be
Orlando, Luna, where it is not fun.
all
Also,
right. So Guma 1, homewrecker 0 as well. He's got one more life. Let's see what he can do here. ghostDunk finally just giving in and using thunder to get rid of the hammer bro.
I wonder if no, what are you doing? Oh, Homewrecker's not aware of the despawn effect because Guma had no no flail. Oh no.
Oh, you mean where you can get him over and cheese him?
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
had to in the
he knows.
sweet
Yeah,
spot.
he knows how to do that. He just is trying not to get into the habit. I think he knows how. He knows that it's possible.
Hey, I just thought he may have had a brain fart because that does happen too. You know, like muscle memory, and then you're not consciously aware of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so homewrecker's placed his third gem here and taking a slight lead over ghostDunk.
Yes,
Let's see where
that
he's
death
gonna go
to
next.
Guma hurt Ghost a lot.
It did.
Just for, yeah,
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And then the death in the lava room as well. So what do you think, Krista? You think homewrecker's back to Death Mountain here?
yep, has no choice because that's the only way he's gonna get. But the only difference is he has the boots now, which will make Death Mountain a little bit easier on the eyes. But you know where the biggest question is, Royale? Where is the River Devil?
He's probably hanging out in that section of the east that we have not seen yet.
Ah, come on, runners. You guys need to get good so that way we can have, you know, some River Devil sightings. Yay! Also, we have a first time chatter, Royale. And look at that name.
I have no idea who that might be.
No? Oh, Guma is given another game over.
Wow, that is really too bad for ghostDunk.
Yeah.
Is he gonna leave P5 here and go explore with those boots for a little bit?
See, if it wasn't totally, um, you know, something for DMC Strike, wouldn't the game Kingdom Hearts?
Yes.
That intro screen song, wouldn't that be perfect for that devastating death? And it hits you in the feels. And I think that death in Game Over again hit ghostDunk right in the feels. Also, looks like Tank is getting acquainted with our new chatter. And
Yes,
those who are
that is my husband, everyone. Mr. Royale Ted Golden is my husband. Welcome.
it's your hubby. Hello, hubby. Let me tell you, you are married to the bestest, most funnest wife ever, man. You are totally lucky.
Ooh, Homewrecker's found Palace 1 here. I like this green. This is a nice color, easy on the eyes.
Yeah, even though we have someone in chat that's like, I want it to be that god awful orange color that blinded me the last time.
No, thank
No.
you.
Yeah, exactly. No one needs headaches. Mew.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was the other. I noticed that cave, Night Shifter, and I was wondering if it was perhaps the other connector, because it was kind of sitting there in a weird position.
Don't you
Ooh,
give
mini
me
boss,
that
mini boss.
Kappa.
Double horse heads in Palace 1. Hype. 2 times the glue, 2 times the fun.
Horsey, homewrecker killed Mr. Ed. Oh my god, Tank, I know you're in the audience. We're gonna need, and we have a magic key grab.
I mean, they're not deep enough into clearing palaces yet. Like that's still a good find at this point. They still have 3 gems to place, so
Absolutely, but I know our runners would have loved to have that in Palaces 5 and 6.
oh, yes, for sure.
Where Fairy was having to be
For
abused.
sure. Well, I mean, Fairy's not, it's 23 at Magic 5. It's not super expensive. But, ghostDunk is down 2 magic containers. Home has all the magic containers in the game. So, it's much more affordable, like not more affordable for him to cast Fairy, but he's going to get more cast just because he has more magic.
Yeah. And
Here's Horsehead. P1, quick and easy, not like some of these troll P1s we've seen in this tournament.
well, Home, please, buddy. Horsehead, if you die on Horsehead, that's one of those occasions where you say, I gotta get good.
Death Mountain holds the candle. Thank you for the very, very useful hint, game. We appreciate it. Alright, and with that gem placement, homewrecker is now up 4 gems to 2 over ghostDunk.
Yes.
And he celebrates the placement of his 4th gem by just deciding to test out the lava bath.
I mean, I get it. After fighting so hard, you may have a little arthritis, and then
Maybe
you
he
need
got
some warmth.
confused. He got confused and thought it was a hot tub. Alright,
Yeah.
trophy pickup here for ghostDunk. So if he wants to go back to Rudo and get Vanilla Jump, he has the ability.
I think what our runners need to look for, sad to say it, is life.
They picked up
And
life. Both of them picked up life in Nibiru.
Oh, life was the free spell in Nibiru?
It was.
And neither of them casted it when they were in danger, when they had the magic to do so.
I mean, that's what we do. We just pick up spells to collect them. We don't actually cast them.
This ain't no Pokeball! And we have fire. Okay.
This could be interesting.
It depends now on what, and of course you're going to get Grandma's help. You have all 8 magic containers. And we get a heart container for Grandma.
Yep, 3-eyed rock. Indeed. Flute required.
So, the River Devil's best friend.
Home was so excited to get that heart container from Grandma that he was like, see my sword beams? You made me so excited, I give you beams.
That plus some very colorful language that probably Cornbot changed into, corn language. Also, wait until home.
Okay, so with that flashing there, that could be thunder. It could be spell.
I think he's thinking it's spell, and we're about to find out. And reject
it might be thunder then.
Now, this is great because right now a Magic 5.
Oh, it's shield. Okay, it changed its colors.
Shield.
Well, considering that no one is ever going back to Nito, even if they get the medicine, that's not terrible.
His sprite changed colors? Well, his sprite looks kind of off to me, so if it changed colors, I wouldn't have noticed. And before you guys start commenting on my color blindness, it's a legit issue. It's not that I'm colorblind. You whippersnappers. Now.
Okay, so ghostDunk has picked up the cross in Palace 4 here, and he is searching for Karok.
and Knight is still going through trauma, I promise, I will use what is called interpersonal psychotherapy to help you deal with this role transition. I promise, Knight, you'll have no problem. Also, now Home has a definite advantage over Ghost with the levels, the stat levels. Only problem is you ain't got the River Devil's best friend, but it could be on this water tile. And it is. How close is that?
It was the commentator's blessing instead of the commentator's curse.
Yes, see, y'all, you always call me evil, but
Look at Krista just blessed Home with the flute and Palace 2 under Three-Eyed Rock.
Yes. So my evil status is revoked, right, chat? I'm waiting for the all the no's to come.
I'm sure chat agrees. It's fine.
Yeah, chat. I like downstab the very.
I mean,
no.
downstab has its place.
Yes,
upstab has its place. All the stabs have their place.
They do, but I like the more functionality of downstab because it's a great defensive measure. When you're in a tight room, you could just pogo hop on their heads and call it a day. I'm not evil, y'all. Oh my goodness. Me, Royale. I feed the homeless, and even though it nets me $1,500 in tickets, but you know these guys call me evil. You guys so rude. I love to stand over my victims. Oh my lord. My lore keeps getting worse and worse, Royale. I mean, at least you're the queen of Hera Basement.
If you know, if there's one thing that you can always count on from Twitch chat is they're gonna find new ways to meme.
Absolutely. I feed them with the tears of my victims. Nice!
So P4 being very much a troll. Home is in the item room and is like, no, I don't need anything else. I'm going out of here. I'm proud of homewrecker for this because he tends to be a completionist. Yes. You know, he likes to find things. He likes to know where everything is. I understand very well because I'm the same way a lot of time when I play Seeds, but you know, I am proud of him for this play, for recognizing that was the item room, recognizing that he is in go mode and he doesn't need anything else, and saying, heck no, I don't care what's in here, Helmet Head.
Guess what we got, Royale? And I'm about to give them a big old shout out. Get your Tangle Sprites out if you got them. If you don't, get any party hardy, Sprite, because you know it's me on deck. So every time it's a party, Gundam Girl, thank you so much for the wonderful subscription, for 16 months of supporting the Zelda Speedruns community. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. You are awesome. Also, what's awesome is that battle against Carrick.
Yeah, it was nice. It didn't take too long. Welcome in Zelda Speedruns 3, rating with a party of 62. Hello, hello.
Hello to ZSR 3. I am Krista Joy, and I am here with the one and the only, a person of royalty, the queen of Hera Basement, and the mistress of Misery Mire, the one and only Royale with Cheese. On tracking, we have one of the greats himself donating some time to help Lil Lolas out. Very good on the YouTube, as well as Zelda player, Melee Wizard. And you are watching a seed that is actually a fun seed. Even though chat is going to disagree, my co-commentator is going to disagree, but it is a great seed. Our runners have been confused, as you can see, by 1:30, almost 1:30 on the clock, and nobody is even close to being ready to go into GP. Also, please praised downstab as words of Dak lore. Yes, because he knows that downstab is the best stab. So right now, homewrecker is currently in the lead in both stats and, well, as you can see, palaces. So let's continue to watch some greatness in action.
Yeah, and while we were welcoming in those raiders, we saw ghostDunk places gem in Palace 4 after he beat Karok. So he is now 3 gems to Home's 4. They're both in Palace 2. Home has a significant exploration advantage. And I know a lot of people that maybe are less familiar with the game and the rando think that Palace 2 is one of the shorter palaces because it's the second palace, but it's actually not.
No, not
Basically,
by
we
much
have like
shot.
for short palaces, we have Palace 1 and Palace 3. I would say palaces 2 and 4 are like medium size, and then 5 and 6 are like can be the big, but 4 and 2 can both still be very trolly and loopy.
Yes.
So, and homewrecker has found a couple loops already in this palace too on his quest for Helmet Head.
Yeah, P2 can be naughty. You're absolutely right with that. Short palaces where you can dip in and get out is always what you'd expect, but most of the time you may end up getting into a palace that has a lot of loops in it. Now, from a survivability standpoint, for those who are new to the Z2 community, as you can see, both of our runners are on life 7, which means in an ideal quote unquote situation, they should be able to take, a licking and keep on ticking. However, in this seed, everything hurts. On
Yeah, it
life
seems like
7.
it seems like there are a few enemies that rolled up in this seed. Homewrecker also has 1 more heart container than ghostDunk does, so that's going to give him a few more hits.
And 2 more magic containers and a higher attack. So we have, ghostDunk at 557, and we have the homewrecker master of the mirror shield at 667. And
Yeah,
we still haven't.
I think 2740 here, which is ghostDunk's next level, I think that is Magic 6. So we did
That would
have
be
the
magic.
Volcano East. We just didn't have, fairyless Volcano East. So that's kind of fun. You don't often see a caldera in the west and a volcano in the east. Like those are fun biomes. I can get down with that.
Now, if I'm homewrecker, I'm looking at one thing and one thing only. I'm gonna go mode this palace at this point. There's nothing else left to get, which is why he said, cross, who needs that?
He's like, I'm not even gonna fluff this cross. I'm gonna open this no, I'm not doing it.
He's like, I'm not gonna
excellent.
put poor melee through tracker percent.
Yeah, he didn't recognize that item. He does really well recognizing a lot of these rooms, but there are so many different variations of the vanilla and community item rooms. So Warlock, we have had a very fun seed. We have a Caldera West, a Volcano East, a Canyon Death Mountain. We had... What did we have? We had to go get the raft off the grass tile on one part of the west, to get to Death Mountain from a bridge, to go north to take the raft tile to a different part of the west. So, yeah, it's been good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, connector caves and two connector caves to the east in Death Mountain. So, I'm glad we're done with that, Warlock. You missed the trauma of reliving your last night race.
Yeah, poor Night Shifter was going through PTSD. I even had to offer my services to him, and give him some nice interpersonal therapy to help with his role transition. And yeah, those are actual medical terms. But I'm looking at home right now who has been finding nothing but dead ends. Meanwhile, some great utilization of getting P bags by Ghost so that way he can move to attack 6. Very smart decision.
Good. Yeah, that was a good decision by ghostDunk. Nochi, we had a bridge to Maze Island and the raft tile to Death Mountain.
And we had a brilliant save by homewrecker who was about to take another lava bath. He had his lava boy soap, but unfortunately decided I'm not gonna go ahead and take that dip after all. So
yeah, that was nice. The only kind of drawback is that you have to come back and do the room again because you can't break the blocks as a fairy, but it's definitely better than taking the death.
absolutely.
Oh, I feel like ghostDunk spent a little bit less time finding Helmet Head, maybe just by a small amount than homewrecker did. But, this is homewrecker's last gem. He's in P4 here. ghostDunk is still down a P1 and a P5. And a
Yeah.
little bit of this overworld exploration.
MP5, Guma was not easy to get to, so there will be a little bit of exploration going down. Pew! Oh no, Guma was easily. Was
Yeah,
he?
Guma wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
Guma's,
It
yeah, it
wasn't like
wasn't
P6 where it was just like straight down to Barba, but it also wasn't a
as
terrible,
bad as it
terrible
could be.
troll.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not as bad as we've seen some P5s. I would say it was like medium P5.
yeah. With that being said, unfortunately, ghostDunk may not get that much utilization of the magic key if he decides to, go mode P1, which is a distinct possibility, just because I think where he's at, he has to believe that he's behind. I mean, we're talking 1 hour and 35 minutes in. Usually, someone is in GP at this point. So you
Yeah,
have to
well, and just
have
with
time.
those connector placements, taking a while to find both parts of the east, you had to find the one connector and then get boots. It has not really been pretty. But yeah, I'm sure he probably does feel behind. I mean,
Yes.
I don't know. I think P1 it's kind of I feel like it's kind of a 50-50. Like, it doesn't usually take long to dig the item out of there, and they do know keys are in the drop pool, but it's kind of a shame he doesn't have a hint that the magic key is in there, because then it becomes worth it. You never know when you're going to run into the key blocked room in GP.
And can we appreciate that very clean carrot by homewrecker?
Yeah, that was nice RNG, homewrecker. You did a great job. No,
Yes.
that was a nice Karak fight. And Warlock, I'm glad you're here to see the 5 heart container refill life spell. It does exist. All right,
No,
here we
Warlock,
go.
it can never be as good as the Mirror Shield. Warlock, you know as well as I do that homewrecker gets very upset when he doesn't get his Hera basement Mirror Shield. He's a sad panda.
I mean, where else
So
would you really want the mirror shield to be if not in Hera Basement?
I know, right? Especially if you're doing a key sanity and logic, you have to go look for it. At 137.05, everybody, homewrecker is entering GP. Let's hope that the chickens give him a wonderful welcome.
This is like our third palace that's this grayish olivey color.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's see what our chicken friends have in store for us tonight.
This is oddly chickenless. am getting nervous.
Yeah, I
It
mean, it
did
can't last. It's
say, it
GP.
did
It can't
say
last.
it did say zany great palace. So maybe this is the wonk.
I mean,
Maybe.
thankfully, those little pellets hurt almost as hard as chickens, so, you know, GP will still bring the pain. Nice fairy feet from ghostDunk there.
Yes, excellent fairy feet.
See, this right here, these waffle rooms, this is why I like to come into GP with jump myself if I can, you know, if it's not too annoying to get. It's a lot easier to navigate those waffle rooms sometimes if you can jump up high and break the blocks up high and just walk across the top, and then things bother you less.
Homewrecker, I'm surprised, didn't casted fairy so quickly. Instead of looking to see if you could Saitama punch that wall.
Yeah, I
And
think. Oh,
look who's
wow.
here!
It's our boy T-Bird. Home will have to take a tactical death to get his magic back.
No, fire is castable.
Fire is shield, though.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I don't know why I keep thinking fire
Which
is thunder.
is super helpful. Always helpful to have a shield cast when you're going up against T-Bird. I mean, sometimes this guy can hit for, one fireball can hit for 4 hearts with no shield, so...
Yeah,
Or,
so that was a blessed find. And, but if Home gets through this, shield making a difference. One fireball only took out 1 heart container on life 8, so that's actually pretty good.
Alright, and ghostDunk did find New Kasuto and grab the spell. I wonder if he is going to check out the spell tower?
He found it in Old Kasuto? Yeah! Why not?
Homewrecker
But
doing a nice job here. It helps that he had a life cast for sure, but taking down T-Bird on the first try.
yeah.
Very nice fight.
Yeah, I knew he did the shield. That's why he only took 1 heart container on life 8 instead of 2 to 3, because shield does negate some of that.
Alright, here goes ghostDunk into Palace 1. And this was a short palace, so I don't expect this will take him too incredibly long. Very required room here in GP. This room is dangerous, like more so than it looks, because if you take that fairy down even a pixel too far, you're in the lava.
Yeah. Now this is easier with fairy if you don't have the jump, spell.
Well, and
But
it's a fairy required room anyways. I'm not sure that Homewrecker knew
yeah.
that from that side, but
Oh, that's right. He's still, learning. And considering that, he's new to the Z2 community, Royale, he's doing really good.
he has picked this randomizer up very quickly. Alright,
Yeah.
here goes ghostDunk. Double horse heads. Double the glue, double the fun. We know it. Hey, it's a chicken. They do exist.
Yeah, it's about time, buddy.
Alright, and, so we've got the any key for ghostDunk. It's a little late in the game for it to really, I think, pay off for him, but it's still better than having to cast fairy through all the doors.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I thought that drop led to a loop.
Oh,
Because when I saw
no.
that, yeah, because remember that and it sent him way back.
It did.
Way back.
All the way before T-Bird. That's too bad.
Yeah. Because now we're going to have to look at a tactical death to get through the fairy room. That's why anytime I see a drop, I always get nervous, especially in GP. So I try to explore the upper part first before thinking about, going through the well of danger, because that looks like a little well to me, and trying to see
Yeah.
as much as I can find out on the top first. Because once you do that jump into that particular pit, you're committed to it, be it good or bad. And
Okay,
this
ghostDunk
leads,
just found a loop in P1 and recognized it. But yeah, I agree with you, Krista. I will tend to avoid drops in GP and explore around them until I don't have any other options.
absolutely, because it never.
Yeah, he definitely got bopped into there. It's true. Attack 6 making extremely quick work of Horsehead, the final boss.
Yes.
This room.
Home.
Oh, I dislike this room.
Yeah.
Home wants to
And
kill that. He wants to kill one of those heads and see if it will keep them
yeah,
from assaulting him for a little bit. Bad timing on that dot, though.
yeah, and we have a game over on homewrecker's side. You hate to see it. He did have enough to cast. I think he had enough to cast fairy. I want to say just barely, maybe. And just kind of ferry out of that room. But there is some upside to this Royale. With Homewrecker taking that death, it refilled the life count. And now that he knows where his path lies, that I'm
Yeah,
going
well,
to go
yeah.
straight
Yeah,
for
he
that.
at least knows the drop is not the way. Yeah, so he won't make that mistake again for sure.
No. And he is getting,
We've got the giant bubble still trapped in the block there.
yeah, and he is getting life on deck because he knows the next couple of rooms are going to be a little bit on the painful side just to avoid any potential damage. Very good strategic play.
We've got ghostDunk entering Palace 5.
All right.
So
And
spicy.
escaping out of that. That was just a spicy combination that's like getting a Wendy's super spicy with double chicken fillets. But that chicken is just causing issue.
Okay, this time he does go for the blocks instead of for the fairy.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
gotta
right
be
now,
quick though. They're coming for you. Those chickens are just relentless. They will
yeah,
chase
and
you all the way across the screen.
definitely. And this was the room where he was dropped off at before from that beautiful fall. No, yeah, that was the room. And now going through Thunder Chicken's used to be room in a much better position, Royale, than he was before.
Yes, definitely. Both runners on 668 here. And I'm not sure what this next level is going to be. Probably Magic 7, I would think, for ghostDunk. I don't think we're going to see Home get there.
Hmm. Oh no, my chicken. just totally decided to fly off and take the lava bath themselves.
He read the input right into the drink.
I know. Lava fried chicken. Oh, man. Yeah, just abuse. At this point, if you're a homewrecker, I think you get 3 lives. Just use fairy until you exhaust it out. Try to get as far as you can.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to make it through and make sure he's on the right path here. So I totally agree with the make it as easy as possible for routing.
Yeah, because you can always take a tactical death. You have 1 life for good wiggle room. So you abuse fairy, get out of here as soon as possible. Try to get back to where you were prior to that fall of doom and continue forth and see if you can find Dark Link. Because at this point, that's what Homewrecker wants to do. Find Dark Link, be done with this, not explore any further. You want to just get out, before you lose all your lives.
All right, here's ghostDunk at Guma. Meanwhile, Home finding this fairy in this terrifying breakable block room. 1 wrong move and you're toast in here. Oh, I'm sorry about your chicken, Krista. We have a lot of kamikaze chickens in here tonight. They're just like making a jump for it.
Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, I know that heat is good for achy bones and joints. But come on. They're literally, frying themselves. And KFC is turning into LFC. Lava fried chicken. It hurts.
ghostDunk just did a really nice job on Guma there. That was a very nice fight. Okay, and at 150.05, ghostDunk is placing his 6th gem. Will be headed into GP momentarily.
Yes, coming in, a bit of a ways away.
Yeah, Home was at like 137 and change, so ghostDunk's gonna be, what, like 14, 15 minutes behind, it looks like.
Yeah. The only thing is, at this point, Homewrecker, the minute Homewrecker gets lost, it's over. Like if he
Yeah,
has
I
to
mean,
update at this point,
he does have the exploration advantage right now. He's already killed T-Bird, so that's good. But yeah, if he keeps getting turned around in this GP, he could be giving a lot of time back to ghostDunk here.
absolutely. And at 150.58, we do have ghostDunk entering into GP, and this is gonna come out to be execution 100%. Because right now, even though Homewrecker is in the lead, catching some pain. And this is, he's got 2 lives to work with. So he used his wiggle room life. Try to fairy, get out of this. And from a speed point of view, go ahead and abuse it. It's Magic 6. It's castable at 21 or 22. I don't think we've seen this room before, so
No, we haven't.
maybe
This
we're
is
on
new
the right
on
track
Homewrecker's
here.
side.
Because no, it's not.
ghostDunk having a little trouble with that bubble there. And that chicken seems to want to take over the elevator.
Yeah. It was just, GP's friendly elevator operator. Home, please, please, please.
Wow, that was a
Cass,
good save, but yeah, I was going to say I don't think he's
begging
making
you.
it out of this room alive. He was on zombie strats.
Yeah, I was like, Home, please.
ghostDunk doing a nice job of jumping over
You know what?
the false floor in that paperclip room. Oh, home, Sag.
Why? In the previous angle, and this is where the lead is going to change. Lead is going to change right now. And everything that homewrecker worked for is gone. At this point, homewrecker needs to use fairy. Fairy is your best defense right now. And plus, it prevents you from falling into the drink, is, what happened both of those times. At this point, you are now behind and you have to play aggressively. And that means that, don't be afraid to use fairy. It's going to be quicker, than trying to traverse, taking bonks, and all that good stuff. And if you have a lot of magic conservation at this point is no longer needed. Because you faced the Thunder Chicken, it's gone, it's out the way. If you need to cast life, don't be afraid to cast life. You don't want to just give things away because, you're trying to hoard your magic. That's the last thing you want to do. I get that you may want to save it for fairy, but if you know that you're, knocking on death's door, then you go ahead and you cast that life spell, because at this point, it is literally survivability.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point also, you're past Thunderbird. Like, you don't need to save magic. At least not for Thunder.
No, the drop was the loop, Tiberius. It puts you one room behind Thunderbird, so you go really far back really quick.
Yeah, Ty's saying that, Dark Link is probably like one room to the right of the drop room.
Yeah, that's where I think too.
I mean, at this point, I am not sure what else we have left in this palace. I don't know if there are branches that Home has done a lot of exploration in this GP.
Yeah, and no. Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
ghostDunk he didn't know this room. He didn't realize that it was fairy blocked on the other side. He cast fairy to get up there instead of... Okay, I'm not sure why he took the death there, though. You don't need jumper fairy to get through that room.
No, I think he's going to double back. So now I'm real curious to see where he goes. And on homewrecker's side, we do have a death already. Not looking too good. But still a good idea to ferry through these chicken rooms. Better to take 1 to 2 heart containers damage than to take a whole lot. Yes, the fire spell is tethered to shield this time around. And this room that homewrecker's in is absolutely a menace.
Yeah, these rooms, when you have the dots and the flying enemies, Mirai calls rooms like this fun, unironically, and I'm sure to some people they are fun. I see these rooms and I'm just like, oh, it's this room.
Yeah, and unfortunately, homewrecker did get bonked towards the lava, and used fairy to try to fairy out, but once you do that, you can't enter Saitama mode. Oh my god.
Again. He's trying, I think, with that second jump, I think he was trying for like a downstab block on those dots. Sometimes if you time it just right, they will tink right off your shield, but that was not timed just right, unfortunately. Alright, now ghostDunk has found this Rumo fun. We've got the blue chicken, we got the spicy.
And a game over. Oh my goodness, the lead has just bounced back to homewrecker.
All right, home finally making it out of this room. And is this a loop? I feel like we've seen these rooms before.
No, not really, Nochi, but considering length and distance, it would be homewrecker right now. Unless this turns out to be a major red herring, and then it's sad panda all around. But as indicated by Tiberius, yes, chat is always the one who wins. Right, Royale?
Absolutely. I mean, especially in these seeds where it's like you have to go into Death Mountain to find a connector, and yeah, chat is the winner here for sure.
Oh my
Homewrecker
goodness!
dying again in this really gross room, and he's got to be really careful. He's down to his last life. So he's going to cast Shield, and he's going to cast Fairy, and hope for the best here.
Can you imagine, Royale, that this was literally that chicken knight, that blue chicken knight that took out Airborne Fairy Waifu Homewrecker? Yeah. That was a Kobe if I ever saw one. That blue chicken literally went Kobe and just dunked right on that fairy.
Yeah, and Homewrecker's going Kobe in a loop around and around, and I wonder if he has realized yet at this point that right of the Eon drop is his most likely progression.
Well, I'm telling you, Glees, tell me that blue chicken did not do a Kobe. It went straight up, Kobe, bam, and hit it. And also, where, home. Please, for the love of sweet, everything that is holy, cast life on yourself now. Please. Home, please. I'm begging you, buddy. Oh no.
You lucked out there with those big king bots. Oh no, home.
Home.
Wow.
For the love of sweet and everything. Why are you not casting life? You cannot be a zombie. You don't have any more lives. And then you upade. Oh, goodness
Okay,
gracious.
and ghostDunk.
The lead is
ghostDunk is gonna. He is. Yeah, he's showing us what's to the right of the Eon drop. Let's see. Let's see if he goes for the right or if he takes the drop. Let's see what happens here. This just got really interesting.
Everybody, let's get our party hardy. It's a big party on for 2 hours that you guys have been dealing with us. So that means we get to do the introductions again. I am Krista Joy 730, and I am here with the one and the only greatest commentator in the world with more knowledge than I could ever imagine, and that's using Cliff's Notes, SAD, and Zelda 2 for Dummies. And that is the one and only queen of Hera Basement Landia, Mistress of Misery Mire, the one and the only Royale with Cheese. And on Tracker, we have someone who I fangirl over all the time and is a great Zelda classic and heck, a great everything player. The one and only Melee Wizard is on tracking. Right now, we are in a very confusing... The crystal was too stunned to speak. He just got hit to that loop, Royale.
Stop. Are we ever going to see what's to the right of this room? Is it ever going to happen?
Oh my goodness, everyone get your Song of Storms out. Let us play some doo-doo-doo, 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 doo-doo-doo. Cause we are going around and around like the windmill in Ocarina of Time. You
Oh, home.
home, please. Home, please.
Downstab is dangerous in these. Like it can help you bounce off the raw heads, but it is also very dangerous when there's breakable blocks and nothing else separating you from the lava.
Yep. For those of you, if you are Mario 3 randomizer players or fans, you know when they ask you, give me a number for how many bridges to Bowser's Castle, and if you put -1, you are a person and an agent of chaos. That is exactly what's going on right now. These runners are in an absolutely chaotic GP, in which homewrecker has now spent roughly about 33 minutes in. Just trying to get through.
I think Home's trying to. I think he knows this bottom breakable block is 50-50.
And does
And is
not have
wanting.
anything.
He's wanting that magic, and this is
Time
his
sinking.
jump is
Hi.
his jump is not okay. ghostDunk is prepared this time for the chicken. He's still getting beaten up by the chicken.
Oh dear, here we go again. Do do
Okay, let's
do
see.
do
Let's
do
see what
do do
Krista.
do do do.
Oh, we have divergence. So we have an up and a right. Let's see what's up here. Not Dark Link. Indeed, more palace. More palace, more funner.
That's absolutely right.
And okay, here we have Dark Link.
And
Wow.
a great snipe by ghostDunk.
Wow.
Oh man, this is feels bad man. If you have any feels bad man emojis for homewrecker, please do that. Oh no, Ghost is not gonna die using Kinkle strats. That is possibly the safest of all strats.
All
So
right.
everybody, please get your GGs out for ghostDunk, who has dunked on poor homewrecker. Let me pay out those.
Yeah, GG's to both runners. This was an incredibly tight race.
Yeah, and it was an absolute snipe because homewrecker literally gave up 15 minutes and then we got hit with the woo woo. I have no words.
All right, and homewrecker is going to forfeit.
All right, let me talk to our wonderful people here.
So homewrecker's forfeit from the race, but it looks like he is still going to try and dig Dark Link out of this palace. I think he knows exactly where he needs to go. It's just a matter of getting there. Krista is seeing if we can get either runner in here for an interview to talk about this lovely GP and, some of the great logic we had in this seed overall.
Yeah, I asked him. Oh, he was. That's why I didn't see him. Post restreamer.
Hello.
Hello, Ghost. What is up, my friend?
GG's.
I scheduled something at 10 because I thought that this would finish sooner.
Oops.
It's fine. It's fine. They're very patient about it, and I really appreciate it. But I really appreciate you guys sticking with it for the whole 2 hours. Man, I feel like if I had done that better, I probably could have finished like 20 minutes earlier. But boy, that was a tough seed.
Yeah, there were some kind of nasty linear logic things.
Mm-hmm.
Get the raft to go get Fairy to go across the caldera.
Mm-hmm. It's
And
like we have
then
3 continents instead of 2.
it really, they're very segmented, and both west and east really, because part of the east was boots blocked.
Mm-hmm. And I was just flabbergasted to find out that I had to dig Death Mountain twice. Once to get to the raft tile, and then another to get to the east. And that's what set me back a lot, but I have to imagine it was difficult for homewrecker too.
Yeah, it was pretty close most of the time. You guys traded leads back and forth a little bit. He had, I think, an easier time in Death Mountain, but he also triple or quadruple dipped Palace 6.
Ooh. That's
So,
Barbara
yeah,
right
yeah. Yeah, he really wanted that magic container really badly.
Yeah, that was difficult. A lot of why I was behind, I think, I have to imagine I got to Grand Palace last. So
you did actually. Homewrecker was about 14 and a half minutes ahead of you into GP.
Yeah.
This was just, that drop room is not the first time it's tripped people up, and I mean both of you got bopped into the drop. Like, it wasn't something that either of you really chose to do.
Yeah, it's a miracle. I didn't have any magic for Fairy. It's a miracle I didn't get bopped down the second time. I was just begging that the orange Faka would behave and not knock me off the thing with my last life.
Yeah, this GP was, I mean, like, the enemy sets weren't terrible, but just the routing, there were a couple really big loops. There was the drop that put you back behind Thunderbird. It was not cute.
Yeah. But that is a wild seed. I should have, I probably could have gotten GP done sooner. I didn't even think about that one community room where I just had to hit the blocks right. I don't know why I went back. Anyways, I gotta get running. Thank you guys so much. Thank ZSR. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate all the commentary, the tracking, and the restreaming. It's awesome volunteer work you guys do. You guys are the real legends. So thank you so much, and shout out to homewrecker GGs.
Thanks,
Yes.
ghostDunk, GGs, and thank you for your performance tonight. We appreciated it.
Bye, guys.
Yes, you gave us one heck of a show. One heck of a show. And my apologies. I ruined your event you had to go to.
It's not a problem. I have my support cat here with me, so we're all good. All right.
Pet tax pictures. Yay.
I will in a bit. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Royale. Home did not respond. I think he is absolutely tilted.
I think he's probably just trying to finish out the seed. I think he forfeited to not Ho, and here he is. He has found Dark Link.
Oh, that's sad, Pandaville.
And he is in the waiting room. Yeah, that's all he wanted. He wanted to find Dark Link.
Okay, because he wasn't there before. And I was looking and looking. GG home.
Hello, homewrecker. GG's.
GG's. I was ready to come in here and say, I got a boot that Guma can heckin' sit on. And then nothing else happened.
It's Guma home. But the first question I gotta ask you is, why did you attempt to attack to Barba?
I was like, you know what? It's here. I'm here. Let's see what happens. Dance with Barbra Streisand, right?
Yeah, I didn't mind the attack to Barba. I am confused about was it 3 or 4 dips into Palace 6? Like, did you really want that magic container?
I forgot it was magic container. Like
Okay,
that was on me.
I was wondering.
Well, that's not entirely true because in the back of my head, I'm like, the flute's in the east. I bet we're gonna need it. I'm waiting for Granny. So yeah.
Well, that was
That
the
was
other
the
thing.
other
I'm just
thought.
like knowing your feelings about Granny. I was like, well, maybe he's just like making extra sure she can't like withhold the basement access.
Yeah, greedy Granny needs all her dang containers, but sure enough, I don't know what she was today, but sure enough, she had garbage.
Yeah, I'm not sure either because both you and ghostDunk had 7. You had I think 8 by the time you got there. ghostDunk had 7 magic containers, so not sure how greedy she actually was today.
Oh man. So the only other thing that I will say about this is I forgot that Crumble Bridge drop down room is, I think that's a community room that isn't a dead end. Is that?
When you got bumped into that god awful drop,
Into the Eon drop, that's a vanilla room.
that's vanilla.
But I thought that was
it's
a
not
dead
it's,
end.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's
In
No,
vanilla.
no,
It
it's
might
not.
be.
Oh,
It's a pass through in vanilla.
Okay.
No,
you
it's
just don't do it. Okay.
Yeah, it sometimes you can, but most times, ideally, what you would want to do is explore what's on top first. So, and see what was right of the Eon drop before you commit to it. Because once you drop in, you're 100% committed. There's no doubling back.
Assuming that you don't get bonked into the drop by orange chickens.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that was my fault. I
Yeah,
100% went to that room thinking it's a dead end and I'm just going to drop here. Like, that was my intention there the whole time. I just forgot what the room was, I guess. That's unfortunate.
Well, you know what, homewrecker? We do have a consolation prize for you.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, yes.
It is a mirror shield with a corn emblem.
What?
I think it'll be perfect, and it
gosh.
would be put on a t-shirt so you could wear your love for the mirror shield with pride.
I don't know if I approve of this fusion of things. I do love my corn, but no, I have to see it. But I'm feeling hard pass here.
Chat would agree.
You're feeling you don't want the corn spoiled by the mirror shield home.
Exactly. Why would you defile something as fantastic as corn with something as disgusting as a mirror shield? Why?
One thing to say. Lack of mirror shield makes me so sad.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, let's use it. And mirror is code word for the mirror shield. That's how we know that we need to get you mirror shield merchandise. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask both of you if you have any last words to say to chat before I take over with that ZSR goodness.
I assume is Ghost gone. I wanted to wish him GG's again. I hope they didn't go through the wondrous loops in that Grand Palace that I did.
He did a little bit, but he knows the Eon drop room though. So once he had seen most of the bottom level of the palace, he realized that he had to go to the right in that room instead of going down the drop. But no, he had a commitment that he actually had to skedaddle for, but he said GG's and gave you a shout out. So,
Well, congrats. For sure is in order.
Yes. Yeah, Krista, I don't have anything else other than, what a seed. Fun early logic chain. We have Connector Caves and Death Mountain. We have Boots Lock second part of the East. We have fake Eon drop in GP. What's not to love?
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. It was a baby seed. Yep, baby seed. My Right, homewrecker?
I will say it wasn't that bad. We didn't have to dance with River Devil. That was nice.
That heresy. On that note,
Are you trying to provoke her?
She rolled the seed. I have to exact revenge somehow.
Okay, fair.
You
Actually,
traumatized me in Phasmophobia. That's enough. Speaking of which, let's chat afterwards and see if we can get a game of that set up with you and I, because that would be awesome. Okay, so first it's time for me to do that closing goodness, in which I thank everyone for doing such a great job. So let's start off with our runners. Please make sure that you give them a follow. You know, runners, I have to thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart for you guys taking the time out and giving us in chat and our video on demand viewers a great race. And we thank you wholeheartedly for that. You guys never cease to amaze me, and I hope to one day be 1/82nd as good as you guys. As for my tracker, Melee, you are beyond awesome. I thank you so much for donating your time to help track us out. We were a little bit longer than normal, but the fact that you stayed with us to the bitter end, thank you so very much. Please follow Melee Wizard. You know, he is so awesome to watch, a great gamer. And to my co-commentator, the one and the only Queen of Hera Basement Landia and Mistress of Misery Mire. You are such an amazing person. I got to know you from the tracking aspect when I started tracking. You were the one who showed me the ropes. And the fact that you have now graduated onto commentating, you know, you give everybody such a great show. And we are truly appreciative of everything that you do. So please know that on behalf of ZSR, as well as our audience in the Zelda 2 community, we thank you wholeheartedly. Now, on to that ZSR goodness. Yeah, you guys had another trash commentator, but you guys already think I'm evil, so what more is there to say, really? So, in the ZSR family, here is what is coming up. So, we are done for tonight. So, you guys can, you know, relax, watch some TV if you want to, watch Roku, which is great. And on Saturday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we have the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 5 losing bracket round 1 between, of course, 2000 Alex and Lyric. And we have August 13th at noon, we have the Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard weekly race. At noon again, we've got the Twilight Princess any percent weekly race. Glad that they put any percent, because that would take forever to clear out. August 13th at 2 o'clock p.m., we have Link to the Past Cross Keys Tournament Swiss Round 6, Schultzer versus Wolfie. At 3 o'clock, we have Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard Tournament Season 3 winners bracket, Marco versus Exodus. That is round 1. 3 o'clock again, we have Skyward Sword Randomizer Weekly. At 6 o'clock, we have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard North American Weekly Race. And that is all that's coming up for us. As Alan may have noticed, declared, should I say, we do have at tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Alan's channel. Round 5 is going to get revealed with all the different individuals and where they are in their standings, as well as future matches for Zelda 2. Now, here's what we're going to do. We are going to raid the most intelligent man that I have ever had the pleasure of dealing with. And that is the one and the only Fred Coughlin, who is right now doing a really interesting Link to the Past raid. So, go there and get some of that their book learning, and also endorse 100% Son of a Monkey, which is his catchphrase. On that note, On behalf of Zelda Speedruns, I again am Krista Joy 730. I wish you all a wonderful evening, and I hope you guys have a great party going forward.